There's something strange happening inside your mind at this exact moment. While you listen to this, a part of your brain is running silent calculations assessing whether to stay focused or drift towards something easier, faster, more instantly rewarding. This internal evaluation happens thousands of times a day, and most of the time, you never even notice it. Yet it dictates the trajectory of your habits, your productivity, and ultimately, your life. What if I told you that the same mechanism that makes you avoid challenging work can be hacked so that your mind actually seeks difficult things? What if discipline could feel as compelling as a dopamine hit? This isn't pseudo-motivation, this is neuroscience. And once you understand what's really happening under your skull, you'll see why willpower has been failing you and what truly creates lasting discipline. Your brain operates on a brutally simple economic rule: conserve energy unless the reward justifies the cost. Shot description, split screen. Left side shows lazy scrolling. Right side shows focused work with glowing neural effects. Every single action you consider is evaluated in milliseconds, high effort paired with an uncertain reward. Your brain taps the brakes instantly, but low effort with guaranteed pleasure. That's a green light so bright it's blinding. This isn't laziness, it's survival coding. When humans lived in environments where energy was scarce, saving calories meant staying alive. But now your ancient neurological wiring exists inside a world meticulously engineered to exploit it. Every app, every notification, every snack in bright packaging has been designed by specialists to hijack your reward system. Your mind isn't broken, it's being manipulated. Let's look deeper. There's a small but powerful region in your brain called the nucleus ascendens. Think of it as your internal drive engine. This engine runs on dopamine, but dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. The wanting chemical. It spikes before the reward, not during it. This is why scrolling feels addictive. Every swipe hints at the possibility of something interesting. That anticipation releases dopamine, pulling you forward again and again. But here's where the trap tightens. Too many cheap hits of easy dopamine cause your brain to begin protecting itself. It reduces receptor sensitivity, like lowering the volume on enjoyment. Suddenly, previously enjoyable things, reading, learning, exercising, feel dull, heavy, unappealing. You're not becoming less disciplined, you're experiencing neurological tolerance. Exactly the same mechanism behind drug addiction, just with digital dopamine. People who binge on instant gratification often feel the least motivated. Their brains have been recalibrated to chase stimulation, not satisfaction. Meaningful work feels slow, challenges feel punishing. Everything takes too much mental friction. But the beauty of neuroplasticity is this: what becomes distorted can be rebuilt. Your brain rewires based on what you repeatedly do. Every decision strengthens one of two networks: the discipline pathway or the distraction pathway. A dopamine detox isn't about eliminating dopamine. That would be impossible. It's about removing artificially exaggerated stimulation, giving your brain room to breathe. Imagine your reward system as a light dimmer stuck at maximum brightness. Everything else looks dull by comparison. A detox turns the brightness down so normal life feels vivid again. Voiceover 7: when you remove extreme stimulation, receptors upregulate. Sensitivity returns. Natural rewards begin to feel satisfying again. You're not creating a new you, you're restoring the original you. Most people fail because they misunderstand what happens at the beginning. The first few days feel uncomfortable: restlessness, agitation, boredom, anxiety. This isn't failure, it's withdrawal. Your brain is recalibrating, fighting for the stimulation it's used to. The discomfort is a sign of progress. Most people quit during this window, right before the breakthrough. Start by identifying your most effortless source of extreme dopamine, the one pleasure that demands nothing from you but gives maximum stimulation. For most people, it's their phone, specifically short videos, endless feeds, constant novelty loops. But it could be junk food, porn, online shopping, or mindless gaming. Whatever gives you pleasure without effort, that's the target. You don't have to eliminate these forever, only temporarily. 3 days resets the surface, 7 days resets the baseline, 14 days transforms your reward system. But subtraction isn't enough. You must replace artificial rewards with slower, deeper ones. Read physical books, cook instead of ordering, walk without headphones, exercise in silence, journal, have real conversations. At first, these things feel boring because your brain is still tuned to high-intensity stimulation, but stay with them. Your brain will gradually begin releasing dopamine in anticipation of these activities, too. And after a few days, opening a book brings curiosity. After a week, workouts feel energizing. You're training your reward system to value effort. There's a profound difference between pleasure and satisfaction. Pleasure is immediate, shallow, and fleeting. Satisfaction is earned, lasting, and meaningful. Modern life floods us with pleasure and starves us of satisfaction. That's why you can spend a day entertained yet end it feeling hollow. A dopamine reset flips the equation. Suddenly, the deeper rewards become louder. Effort begins to feel good. Here's the twist: satisfaction produces more dopamine over time than instant pleasure ever could. When you choose challenge over ease, you activate advanced regions of your brain, specifically the prefrontal cortex, responsible for long-term planning and self-control. Instant gratification activates more primal circuits, the impulsive emotional centers. Every act of discipline strengthens the rational brain and weakens the impulsive one. You're upgrading your neurological operating system. After a full detox, your attention span expands. Things that once bored you become absorbing. Your thoughts become clearer. Decisions come faster. Creativity returns. You gain energy, not artificial energy, but sustained clarity. But the most surprising shift: you begin craving the very activities you used to avoid. But beware, this isn't a one-time fix. Your brain will continuously drift toward easy pleasure unless you design an environment that supports discipline. If your phone is within reach, it owns you. If junk food is accessible, it calls to you. But when healthy options are convenient and distractions are buried, discipline becomes automatic. Your social environment also shapes your dopamine baseline. If everyone around you chases instant gratification, you'll follow. But when you surround yourself with people who value focus, effort, creation, and growth, you rise to their level. Some people hear all this and say, "Why make life harder?" But that's because they're speaking from a hijacked mind. From a recalibrated brain, effort feels easier than distraction. Because distraction drains you, effort builds you. True freedom isn't doing whatever you want. True freedom is wanting the things that make your life better. So here's your moment. Identify the one behavior giving you the most empty dopamine. Commit to removing it for just 7 days. Not forever, just long enough for your brain to remember what balance feels like. Document the withdrawal. Document the clarity. Document the shift. Because once you witness your own rewiring, you'll never return to the old version of yourself. You weren't designed to be controlled by apps, algorithms, or impulses. You were built to do hard things and feel alive doing them. The version of you who thrives on discipline already exists, just on the other side of temporary discomfort. Your brain is ready to be rewired. The only question left is, are you willing to begin? Hit subscribe and start rewiring your brain today.